Yes, so it is Tuesday. Welcome, MM.
Thank you.
I'm loving the pinstripe, I have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I
I love stripes, actually. I'm stuck on it. I love stripes. Of any color, I absolutely love them.
Okay, so you're going to love it when I say, yes, the Stars and Stripes flag is flying all over the world today. Why?
I love what you did with
Yeah. Why? Because today is 5th of
is
November. The U.S. election is happening today, which basically means that, all the markets are going to be on pause. I'm talking stock markets, trades, everything on pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath to find out who is going to take the White House. Now, is it going to be former President Trump, or is it going to be President Vice-President Kamala Harris? Goodness me, it's been very dramatic in the media all over the world. But I just wanted to touch on how different this election feels for me. I feel like it's no longer really focused on what the people want. It's about what the candidates have been saying that they're giving and showing in the media, and it feels very media-driven. It doesn't really feel so people-driven like former elections have been in the past. It might be because everyone knows Trump to be someone who has always understood media, and he's always been very controversial, and he actually was in the White House for, people didn't even believe it the first time he went around for election and won. Yeah. And apparently the polling is kind of neck and neck, according to all the polls they've been doing.
Yeah, it's quite close, which is quite, would we say surprising, because a lot of people actually agree and sort of are in line or in tune with Donald Trump's policies, especially his immigration policy laws. I mean, they would stand with him just for that alone. I even know, funny enough, I got into a conversation with someone, funny enough, who is also an immigrant in the U.S. Last week, and he was saying that as much as he agrees with his immigration policies, because he also knows because of how controversial he is, that's as a person, he wouldn't, that's the only reason why he wouldn't, be voting for him. And then there have also been conversations around Kamala Harris being a female, and why a lot of countries are not exactly in support of, her candidacy. But then people also forget, that's also because they're skeptical. And which of course is valid, but then they also forget that this woman was a district attorney for years. She was a defense attorney. She fought crimes in a state, what was that, California, which has, one of the highest gang violence, history in the history of the U.S., and then she fought, strongly, against crime in that state for a really long time. So in terms of,
I'm going to stop you there, because, there's so many different things that go into an election. I was going to touch on the fact that she is a woman. And my question to Winfrey is, yes, do you think the U.S. is ready for a female president?
I think any country is ready for a female president.
You're sure about that?
Yes, I'm very sure about that.
Okay.
Because first of all, the men have done it for years, and
wow, subtle.
But of course, it's always a situation where they doubt the candidacy of a female. What is this going to be like, right? Because initially the issue when she was the vice president, the issue was that, she wasn't knowledgeable enough, she wasn't political, she wasn't so exposed to it. But I will say she has actually proved herself, because when the polls actually started, initially she did a lot of campaigns across, and all of she literally has everything. If you put, to be honest, now not remove man or woman, if you line up their qualifications, come on. She's literally been in the state service to the country for years. Now, I won't actually outrightly say that. I mean, we looked for Trump when it came to military service. He dodged. Even his kids dodged. But I'm just saying, right? And if you look at the pedigrees of other past U.S. presidents, right? Yeah. We literally see, even right now, we have Biden. We see his, as a military and in military service, his family, his son, he literally even losing.
It's important for him to understand that aspect of things because of the troops they will inevitably have to send on duties outside
Of course,
America.
And also even talking about the world peace generally, because I know I saw a lot of conversations on social media and people talking about how U.S. election concern Nigeria. I'm like,
you have no idea.
You are not, you're totally clueless. But then again, I'm totally looking up to it. Over 78 million people have already voted. And I picked a few cues from Nigeria this year. You know, there were some states where they were burning ballot boxes. And doing
Yeah,
there were some states where they were actually burning ballot boxes and all of that. So, but then again, of course, there've been a recovery of all of that. I mean, they provided ballot papers for people to cast their votes again and all of that. And of course, Trump, being Trump, is already crying foul, talking about electoral malpractices in some states.
Which
and all
was expected.
Which, I mean,
it was
Trump,
expected.
after January 6th.
But people have to also realize how huge the United States actually is. And the reason why, the voting takes such a long time. Because literally you can fly for 3 hours plus across the U.S., if not more, across the U.S. So it's a case of making sure that everyone in every state gets a chance to
And it makes sense.
Vote.
And I think that's something Nigerians should be thinking about, because with over 200 million people, you cannot say one day for a presidential election and you think that INEC will be able to cover all states at the same time. I think division of labor and the processes definitely will help.
We're definitely looking out for who takes the White House. Is it going to be Kamala Harris or is it going to be Donald Trump?
Can't wait.
And I think that conversation around is a woman ready? Is a woman ready? Yes, I think we are. We have proven over the years that we are. So yes, we are ready. So let's go vote.
There are a lot of other conversations. We'd love to hear your thoughts on it. However, you can use our #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know. Let's take a quick break, guys. We'll be back.